You're still locked into your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, right here on SABC3. Now, if you've been craving some gaming combat in deep space, then the Star Wars franchise's latest offering, Star Wars Squadrons, might be just the right pick for you. Gareth Woods joins us once again for his review of this game. Good to have you with us. Gareth, how are you this morning, man?
Yeah, always a pleasure. I've been staying up late at night shooting starships out the sky. It's been amazing.
I'm sure enjoying it all the same. So is it the right pick? I mean, how did you find this game?
Well, it is, obviously, I've been a Star Wars fan. Really, it's I'm hardly alone when I say I'm a big Star Wars fan. There are millions of us. It's becoming more and more popular as I think Disney took over and kind of broadened the market on the Star Wars thing. Mm-hmm. So EA Games announced the Star Wars Squadrons middle of the year, and I was a big fan of X-Wing versus TIE Fighter back in 1997. Mm-hmm. I remember zooming around my high school years playing that game absolutely to death, and this game, Squadrons, is probably the best and most polished kind of aircraft dogfight, I don't know how you call it, aerial kind of fighting game. Combat, I've played since then, since back in 1997. So, because it's a big part of the Star Wars genre.
Absolutely. I mean, that's quite something for you to say about the game just starting off. But what do you believe this game adds to that gaming franchise?
I think history will look back and say this game is probably not as monumental as a game like X-Wing versus TIE Fighter because it's not doing a heck of a lot different. But it's one of those things, like everything's dialed up to 10. Kudos to the sound design team.
Yeah.
You sit there in the cockpit of whatever your starfighter that you choose, and the sound effects, the pew-pews and the screams of TIE fighters going past are exactly like they are in the movies. They've really, really nailed that. I didn't get a chance to try out the VR kind of enabled mode, but if you have a VR headset, I've been hearing nothing but rave reviews. People are saying it's an absolute masterclass.
Tell me about the gameplay and the feel and what you can do in the game exactly. I'm assuming one of the measures of success in a game like this is how quickly it can get your heart rate up and make you feel like, sans the VR, make you feel like you are part of the action. So take me through the gameplay.
The three game modes are, there's a story mode, then there's I can't remember the mode's name exactly, but it works out like a team deathmatch. Yeah. So you and your squadron of 5 teammates versus their squadron of 5, and whoever hits the score, like the kill score first wins. And then there's another one, I'm also forgetting the name, but it's like you got to protect a capital ship, almost like a floating base. And so your enemies are, they can shoot you down and then you respawn, but they're trying to basically get past you to shoot your floating capital ship while you're trying to do the same. All super action. But to answer your question, how quickly do you jump into the action? It's almost instantaneous. You basically take off and you're in the action. They've really done a great job of keeping the kind of adrenaline pumping throughout the game.
Now, you've touched on it a few times now, the storyline or the story mode. What exactly is that?
Yeah, I won't touch on too much of the story, but what's great is that it plays out on both sides of the New Republic and on the Empire. So you're playing the same story, but you are seeing it from the point of view of pilots from both sides, which kind of gives you it's a cool take on the story to see it playing out and seeing multiple views on it. I think especially with like two classically warring factions that are very distinct and very kind of like at each other's throats, to be able to see the motivations on the kind of ground level of the troops from either side is very well done.
All right, so I guess it's time to ask for your final verdict then. What do you think?
It's not going to blow you away if you're looking for something brand new, but if you are a Star Wars fan, if you're a fan of kind of aerial combat games, and if you've got VR, solid 8.5.
Whoa, that's a very, very decent, more than a decent score. Thanks very much, Gareth.
Yeah, of course. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Excellent, man. Now, you could, of course, experience the rebellion in VR now, and that sounds absolutely amazing, as Gareth has just described it to us. So let us know what you think, especially if you are an ardent Star Wars fan.